The Battle of Wagram Napoleonic Wars, Part 9, on July 5th and 6th, 1809. Northeast of Vienna, the French and Austrian armies faced each other across a battlefield that stretched for miles. Wagram was not a small engagement. It was the largest confrontation Europe had seen to date. Napoleon commanded nearly 180,000 men and over 1,050 artillery pieces, while Archduke Charles led about 140,000 Austrians with 600 to 700 guns. The battlefield itself was vast and complex. Rolling plains, marshes, canals, and small villages like Baumersdorf, Deutsch Wagram, and Wagram proper created both obstacles and defensive positions. Troop movements would stretch across kilometers, requiring precise coordination from marshals and artillery commanders alike. After his defeat at Aspern-Essling, Napoleon had rebuilt his bridges across the Danube, preparing for this decisive confrontation. Crossing the river under cover of darkness on July 5th, French forces established bridgeheads and positioned their massive artillery batteries along the high ground. Smoke from campfires and gunpowder drifted across the river, signaling the coming storm of battle. At dawn on July 6, the Austrians launched a furious attack. The village of Baumersdorf erupted in flames, shattered by cannon fire. On the French right, Marshal Davout pressed forward against the Austrian left. Massena held the French left, while the French center wavered under repeated assaults. Napoleon recognized the moment demanded decisive action. He ordered Marshal MacDonald to lead a dense column of 8,000 men straight into the Austrian center. The column advanced under relentless artillery fire and succeeded in breaking the Austrian line. By evening, Archduke Charles was forced to retreat. Napoleon had won, but the victory had come at a staggering cost. When the guns fell silent, the battlefield stretched for miles in ruin. Both armies suffered enormous losses, over 70,000 men killed, wounded, or missing. French losses were around 37,000, Austrians about 40,000. Villages like Wagram, Baumersdorf, and Deutsch Wagram were destroyed, fields cratered, and houses burned. Survivors described an unnatural silence. Smoke lingered over the wreckage. Ruined buildings cast long shadows that seemed alive. Some reported hearing faint cries carried across the fields, as though the land remembered the battle. Austria was forced to sue for peace. The Treaty of Schönbrunn in October 1809 stripped them of territory and power. Napoleon's empire reached its largest extent, yet Wagram revealed cracks in his invincibility. Victory had come, but at a staggering human cost. The shadow of Wagram lingered over Europe. Ahead lay Spain's guerrilla war and the looming Russian campaign, setting the stage for the next great trials of Napoleon's empire. Like and follow for Part 10.